Can you remember a teacher, a scout leader, or an employer who took a special interest in you? Most of us can recall at least two people, I think, one or two. For me, I can remember my first year high school social studies teacher. His name was Mr. Paul Dwyer. And why do I consider him my mentor when I look back over the years? Well, he was quite knowledgeable about his subject area. And he didn't just teach social studies from a book. He approached the social studies as a project-based learning. So we got to do things with our hands. Coming from Newfoundland, we have some of the longest coastline for any province in Canada, and a lot of fishing villages. So our culture, our history in Atlantic Canada is deeply connected to the sea. So we had a chance, I will never forget, we had a chance to actually make dioramas or model outport villages. So one time I went and made some little boats, and I got some sand and I got some plaster, and I made a little fishing village, and I got an A+. That was quite an interesting project for me. People learn by doing things with their hands. So he was knowledgeable, and he didn't just teach from the book, he used projects. He employed teaching techniques ahead of his time. We often watched bi-weekly documentaries. At that time, we didn't have DVDs. We were using the reel films and maybe a few VHS. But most importantly, he introduced me to the joy of writing as a student reporter. And he was in charge of the student newspaper and the school yearbook. So I was a reporter, and I was also a photographer. I took 40% of the photos of my school yearbook. So, which leads us to this question. What is a mentor? Well, I believe a mentor is someone who takes interest in helping others and acquires knowledge. A mentor serves as a role model. A mentor offers useful advice and wisdom. Most importantly, a mentor helps others become successful and, I might say, is not afraid of his mentee's success. Can you remember the night that myself and Monte had the speech? I stood up for my mentee to win the speech over me. And so I'm not afraid of my mentee succeeding over me. I can learn from that, so I can. Okay, so review: takes a personal interest and helps, serves as a role model, a coach, and confidant, offers knowledge, insight, perspective, and wisdom, and helps someone to become successful. Okay. Why do people join Toastmasters? Okay, let's look at easing the transition. Well, for me, I joined Toastmasters to become a more patient and positive person in my family, to improve my speaking skills as a teacher. So, a Toastmaster mentors help new members. So the mentors in the club, they help new members. So how? To learn the program, the CC, the CL manuals, the meeting roles and opportunities. especially I want to add about the CL manual. It's something that I think that we really need to focus on. I made mistakes myself. Every time that you do something as small as being an all counter, you get credit for that. But if you do not get it evaluated, pass your book to someone, or at the very least, on the inside cover, writing down the date and the date of when you did it. But both are important. So if not, maybe in the future, our Vice President of Education may refuse to give you credit. So it's not always the mentor's responsibility to remind his mentee, but at least to educate the mentee on that responsibility. Okay. And the meeting rules, of course. Some people join Toastmasters and they wait a long time before they step up to be a Toastmaster, to be a general evaluator. Many people are just so comfortable just taking the small positions. And also, I think, based upon the makeup of a club, some people are afraid to take certain roles, or they take roles that really they should have more experience with. But because of a club's situation, that the people may jump into a role and not be fully prepared for it. And I believe one of those roles is evaluator. There's another presentation in the future that I would like to give on that. Okay, so I think it's very important how we choose the words. So for example, the word criticism should never be used. Positive feedback. Okay. So a Toastmaster mentor also helps a mentee learn club standards and customs. Every club has a different situation and maybe even different bylaws. A mentor helps develop confidence. This is probably the most important thing. When a mentee lacks confidence, a mentor has to step in and be his or her mentee's confidence and to help them. My mentor has helped me out immensely in that. I remember one time you didn't want to do a speech one time. Yes. But I kind of encouraged you. Hopefully it was a friendly encouragement, but sometimes I suppose I have been known to twist people's arms. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Maybe that is the military, the soldier in me. And so most Korean men have experience being a soldier. So I think that probably works with Korean men. With other foreigners, maybe it is less effective, I think. Okay, a mentor helps the mentee participate more, okay, to encourage to sign up. And I think this one is very important. A mentor helps a mentee to quickly learn new skills. The mentor needs to be familiar with the resources available. That's very important. Example, the Toastmasters store for different downloads, okay? And especially downloads and other non-Toastmaster materials that can help a person in making a speech. Many people will throw in at least one or two quotations in a speech. So I recommend brainyquotes.com. Okay. So review, to learn the program, learn club standards and customs, develop confidence, to participate more, and quickly learn speaking skills. Okay, so to develop special skills, okay, even experienced members can benefit from having a mentor or even changing their mentors. For example, I am interested in media and storytelling, so I might want to find a mentor who can guide me. So yes, mentors don't last forever. Sometimes we have to change them for special reasons. So later I might speak to you, Brendan, because of your experience with stagecraft. Maybe I can help Dr. Bach prepare for his 10th speech. I can mentor him even for a short time. Summary: refine the skills, learn new skills. Okay? Further refine skills and learn new skills. So, what are the benefits to mentors? Yes, mentees have benefits, mentors have benefits. We can learn from our mentees. Marie, have you ever learned anything from your mentees?
Yes.
Okay. Like what?
Presentation from you right now.
And for example, I am Greg Whitlock's mentor. I really enjoy listening to his speeches on MP3 files or face-to-face. I think his vocal variety is very engaging, as well as his body language. Okay, so I learned something from him. So, mentors also remain productive. Mentors serve others. This is very important. And I don't know about you, but I feel good when I help others. Okay, so just recap, learn from their mentees, remain productive, do something for others, and yes, receive recognition. But that's not why I do it, to receive recognition. It's a byproduct from it. Okay. And who else benefits? Clubs. Very important. We reduce membership turnover. Members are more satisfied, hopefully. Membership retention. Okay. Okay, so what are the qualities of a good mentor? 1, be available. 2, very important, be patient. 3, be sensitive, especially in Korean culture if a foreigner is mentoring a Korean. Or vice versa, if a Korean is mentoring a foreigner. Be respectful. Be flexible. Try not to twist arms too many times. Be supportive. Be knowledgeable. Be confident. Be a good listener. This is very important. Have concern for others. The steps of mentoring: sit with the new member. Find a time. Orient the new member to club customs and procedures. Explain how to sign up for roles. Help with the icebreaker. Very important. Be your mentee's evaluator in the speech. The steps of mentoring. Okay, make mentees aware of resources. Provide positive feedback. Explain the responsibilities. Help with speeches and other assignments. Number 4 is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the mentoring steps. Over time, tell how you have benefited. Say thank you. Mentors are human. Say thank you. Invite the mentee to other events. Or say thank you to your mentee, too. They're giving their time. Acknowledge their progress. You're doing a good job, Greg. Okay. Explain the officer's duties. Encourage your mentee to stand up for election. It's coming up in June. Explain speech contests. Describe the organization. Okay. And I think I'm running out of time here. So I'm going to go jump to the conclusion. Remember, every club's mentor program may be different. And ask yourself, who can you help today? A family member, a co-worker, a neighbor, a student, or a member of Go-Getters? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. gifts that I've given you.
Bless you.
All right, so can we please have